the life on Titan was going down, was very strong. Everybody was nervous. Could we reach the bottom or have we returned? Because some dives before, they got problems with the battery systems by 1,600 meters. They have to go back. And that was the last possibility in 2021 to make this dive. And when we got down, it was very nervous. Then after 2.5 hours, we reached the bottom. The feeling becomes better, and we saw on the maps that we are maybe 20 minutes or 200 meters, 600 feet away from the ship, from the Titanic. And 20 minutes later, we saw the wreck in front of us, in front of the glasses and in front of our cameras. Then the feeling became much more better. And we have been 3 hours around, driving around the Titanic. We set up on the bottom of the Titanic on the deck. And these 3 hours are running as fast. You never believe that it was 3 hours. We think it was only a few minutes. Going up to the water, going up to the sea, it was also 2.5 hours. And everybody feels very satisfied, and the mood in the sub was very, very good.
So on the way down, you were nervous. What was it like inside the Titan? Did you have seats? Were you able to sit comfortably? Describe what it's like inside the thing.
It's a platform, it's a flat, it's maybe 3.5 to 4 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3.5 feet. There are 5 people. We are sitting on the bottom. There's no seat. You cannot stand. You cannot stand or stay on your knees. You only sit the 10.5 hours in the same situation. You don't have to be afraid to touch other people, because our legs are like a crab, like a snake, because it was so small and nothing was comfortable. The temperature up the sea, it was after 50 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I don't know in English. And down we have 4 degrees Celsius. It was very, very cold.
Very cold indeed. And you said you were nervous going down. Nervous because of the descent, or the fact that you were sealed into this thing? Had you begun to think about the danger you put yourself in?
No, it was not nervous because the dangerous and that something could happen, which goes for my life. I was nervous that we have to return to go back, because we got some problems like in the other dives with the battery systems. And it was not nervous. I was not afraid. If you do things like this, you must be a little bit crazy, and that is it.
Did you think it was safe, the Titan?
Today, I have to change my meaning. No, it was not safe. 2 years ago, I had another meaning, but I know what happened by my dive. I know what happened last year. We know what happened now. It's not a system who is really experienced.
Okay. Arthur, thank you for that. Rear Admiral, you've been involved in search operations like this, and as I said, you flew the P3 that was able to detect this noise. What's your assessment of how the search is going right now?
Well, I think there's a heroic effort underway, and it's clear. This is way off the coast. It is in tough sea conditions. It is in an environment that is unforgiving. And so what you have is a very large area search, because even though we know where they were diving, the vehicle could be anywhere. So it starts off as a very large area search by a number of sensors, and thank goodness the P3 Orion was there, because with its acoustic systems, listening for noises, which is really the only way you're gonna put a location down that gives us a chance to do a concentrated search, they discovered some noises about 15 hours ago. So they're working off of that.
And we've heard today about noises. It started off being banging, but you think that perhaps the noises does suggest that it would have been man-made sound?
Well, the initial reporting was that they picked up a noise that sounded like a banging, and it sounded like it had a rhythm to it. So every 30 minutes there was banging. That would tell me the crew understands they have to create noise, and they have to create noise that can be recognizable. So the P3 Orion can actually discern between ocean noise, ship noise, current noise, and man-made noise. So I'm hopeful that the original report was good, I think noises are noises, and if they said it's man-made, there's a good chance it was coming from this vessel.
Okay, Michael, thank you for that. I'm going to go back to Arthur for a final thought on this, Arthur. When you heard about what happened on Sunday to this voyage, how did you feel?
I heard it on Monday afternoon when I was flying from Munich to Berlin. A lot of friends all over the world was reporting this to me when I came out of the airplane. I feel very bad. I feel very sad, especially the Stockton Rush, the CEO of Ocean Gate, and PH Nagelet, the French guy. I know personally they have been by my dive also in the sub. With Stockton Rush, I had writing with email on Saturday. He told me that he will go on Sunday for the last dive, and I couldn't answer him because he was going down, and now he is missed. So I feel very, very bad and very sad.
I'm sorry about that, Arthur. What did he say to you when he emailed you?
He told me that it was a very awful spring and winter in Newfoundland, maybe one of the worst one in the last 40 years. And they have no successful dive this year, and they try on Sunday the last dive. Okay. And we were talking about new projects for diving in the Azores for 2024.
Arthur Loibl, really appreciate your time, and thank you very much for being with us this evening.
Okay.
And Rear Admiral Michael Hewitt, thank you very much as well for being with us. All right.